YouTube, what is up? It's your boy Duke, back here from sportsgamers.com, and in today's Madden 23 video, I'm about to break down a top secret defensive adjustment that 99.7 of Madden players don't even know exists. They don't know how to do this. And the best part is this secret tip, this secret adjustment is guaranteed to make your defense a lot better, improve your defense drastically, and it can be used from pretty much any playbook in multiple defensive formations. So this is a universal concept that everybody's going to want to use in their game to play better defense. Now, I'm going to show you guys how to do this from a few different formations, but I will say I like to do this the most from cover 2 defenses. So we're going to show you guys how this trick can help you out on defense, but it's best used against guys that abuse corner routes. We all know that this year corner routes are probably one of the most annoying, if not the most annoying thing to defend offensively, and this can defend the best of the best corner routes in the game, absolutely lock them up. So all you need to do for this adjustment of your coaching adjustments to work is you want to put your zone coverage setting on match and make sure your zone drops are set to default. Now personally, I'm going to have my auto alignment on base with my auto flip on here. The base alignment is just because I like to get my DBs out wide against a lot of these tight bunch formations to help with their alignment against corner routes, but that's not even necessary as well. So we're going to first look at how this can really help you out against the corner route meta. A lot of people do this out of the tight offset TE with bench. So I'm going to first show you guys how this can work at $1, the DB fire. But like I said, you can kind of do this from any cover 2 defense. Some are just more effective than others. Now the thing this year that makes corner routes so good is that you can do a street corner combo on the short side of the field just like this here. And the majority of the time, the corner route is just going to get wide open no matter what adjustment you do for, easy dots on the sideline. I know I dropped the ball there, but I just wanted to illustrate how corner routes can be so effective this year. It's really hard to defend a street corner combo on the short side. Now, the adjustment I'm about to show you guys is going to completely lock this up so you don't have to user it. Now, guys, take a note. I'm in the same defense right here as I was before, the DB Fire 2. Now, in order to make this adjustment work, all you're going to want to do is put your slot corner and DB Fire, they're both blitzing. Put your slot corner on the side that they are running the corner out that's feeding you into a vert hook zone. Now, to do this, what I'm going to do is I'm going to just hit my coverage adjustments, which is triangle, triangle, triangle to quick adjust. Then, if you're on Xbox, that'd be YY. Then the defender's icon, in this case, the left slot corner is triangle. And down on the left analog stick, we'll put them in a vertical hook zone. Now, at this point, that's all I need. That vertical hook zone out of these cover 2 defenses, when you put your match setting on for your coaching adjustments, is going to match that corner route and it's going to lock it up completely. So I want you guys to see how well this works. Now, as a reminder, I do free Madden 23 tip videos and gameplays on my channel. So if you're new to the channel and you enjoy this content, make sure you subscribe. And if you really rock with me, smash that like button, comment on the video. If we can get to 300 likes on this video, I will post another defensive secret I've been holding out for you guys for free on my YouTube channel. So again, let's take a look at how this adjustment works. As you guys can see, this zone locks up that corner route. It matches onto it. There's no really window for it to be open. I tried to just highball it over the defender's head, but you guys can see here, this guy is completely locking him up. He's matching him very well. That's going to be a broken up pass, if not an interception, every single time. Now, in order to maximize this, you might want to go ahead and use a defender there that has high play rec, high speed, height, zone, awareness, all that. But the biggest thing you could do is put a defender that has the deep out zone knockout ability there. The reason why this would be effective is even if the receiver happens to get an extra step or two than he did in the last example, if you have the deep out zone knockout ability, it will get broken up every time. But one of the biggest things people don't realize this year is the play recognition trait is extremely important in these types of coverage schemes because it will allow your defender to play the coverage, especially if it's a match type of assignment as it is here, way better, way better. So we're going to do this one more time, and I'm going to show you guys some other ways you could apply this tip that are very effective. But I want to show this one more time just so you guys know it is legit. So again, all I'm doing is pressing my coverage from a base alignment. When I press my coverage from a base alignment, this defender has the best chance to defend a corner out because most of the time if it's a tight formation or a bunch, whatever, because of the base alignment, he'll be lined up outside. So he's better, he just has a better alignment to play this, right? He has better leverage on the route because he lined up outside of him. Pressing just allows me to disguise this so I can potentially blitz the other slot corner if I want, like I am off the right side here, so I can make sure I do get some pressure even when locking up this corner out. So again here, same thing. You guys can see again, when we have our match cover setting on, that guy matches every single time. He's able to get the pick right there. But even if he didn't get the pick, he'd be able to break that up each and every time. Looking to become a better Madden player and win more games? Check out sportsgamers.com. I built sportsgamers.com from the ground up to give you the best Madden tips, best Madden ebooks, all at the best price, bar none. We have a VIP membership that gives you access to the entire site, every ebook and every tip we release all year long for only $24.99. Click the link in the description. I've also pinned it in the comments, and use coupon code DUKE for 10% off your order. So another great thing about this concept is it also can be used to defend the super deep corners from like the PA shot seams. So as we all know, a lot of people like to abuse the super deep corner route with a streak route to basically pull the deep zones away and leave that super deep corner wide open on the sideline. So again, if I do the same adjustment, which is just simply to press my coverage and put my slot corner into a vert hook on the side of the field that they're doing this to me, you'll see that that slot corner is going to match up on the deep corner and be able to do a really good job of defending it, guys. So you guys can see here again, he's matched up, and that's going to be that time was an overthrow. But even if that's a good throw, as long as you have a deep out zone knockout player there, even if he's beat, he will be able to break that up. Now, another thing I want to mention is that if you're going up against a super deep corner route, you may want to just go ahead and back up the defender that you put in the vert hook in the slot and don't have him press on the line of scrimmage. As I mentioned earlier, it is better if you can press them because it gives the illusion that one or two of the slot corners could be blitzing. But against a super deep corner route, if you back him up, he will guard it better. Now, if he's pressed and you have the deep out zone knockout ability on him, he will be able to break it up. But if you don't have the deep out zone knockout ability on him, it is safer to have him backed up because at that point they won't get enough separation just to be able to catch it one-on-one, right? And you don't have to have the ability in order to break it up. So you're also noticing I put my user on a spy. I just like to do that. That's kind of what I do to make sure this works the best. But again, we'll do the streak deep corner. You're going to see that that vert hook matches up onto my deep corner route, and there's essentially no separation there. Even with or without an ability, that's always going to be a pick, if not a broken up animation. So this is extremely effective at defending these short side of the field streak corners, whether it's a deep corner or just the kind of like shorter bench corner hot route. This can be used to defend these types of corner routes from other formations as well. I find it most effective against the tight. Now, as I mentioned, you can utilize this from other formations. This can be good from nickel, 3-3 cub, dollar. Honestly, any sort of cover 2 defense you want to use, it can work well. The cub is another one I like to utilize it from. So let's just get in 3-3 cub, Tampa 2. So once again, we're going to hop into bench and show how this will defend the streak corner combo. Now, in the 3-3 cub, you could easily utilize a blitzing based defense kind of like this, where you bring some pressure off the edge and you keep this guy in the vert hook. Again, you do not want to have your user in this mid read because when he's in the mid read, the matching will not actually work. If you guys see here, if I keep my user in a mid read and I try to get my defender to match, it's not going to happen. You guys can see he just runs right over the top of him again because that's because my user is in a mid read. That's why I recommend that there's, you don't have the mid read on the field and you just simply put your user in either a blitz assignment or a spy, right? Because now with him in the blitz assignment, you're going to notice that the vert hook will always match onto that corner out when they do the streak corner concept. So again, look, now he's matching. And again, that's simply because my user is not actually in the mid-read. For whatever reason, when you have a mid-read on the field from these cover 2 defenses, the vertical hook, even with your matching adjustment on, will not match. So that's why you want to either have your user basically in any assignment other than the mid-read. I just put him on the blitz angle here. He could be in a spy if you don't want him on a blitz assignment. But again, you guys can see, look, this vertical hook in the slot, he's able to match onto the corner route and completely lock it up. Even though we get by the flat zone because the vertical hook is matching, there's essentially no separation here. And again, this is just a regular player with no abilities, right? But, I would recommend using a player with an ability here, the deep out zone knockout and pick artist, so that these, contested passes are always at least broken up with the deep out zone knockout. but could potentially get picked as well if you have pick artists. This also does a really good job of defending the deep corner streak as well. Again, as long as you don't have your user on a mid-read or really any mid-read on the field, you're going to be fine. When I'm running the 3-3 cup, oftentimes I simply just like to blitz all my linebackers and hover in the gap so that I make sure that I can get some sort of pressure here so that they don't have all day to throw the deep corner anyways. As you guys see here, I have to rush the throw. It ends up getting basically tipped and picked off. This can be utilized from many different formations, as you guys see here. The last one I want to show you guys how this will work from is the nickel over. So again, we could go ahead, get in the nickel over. Let's pick Tampa 2, and you're going to see the same concept is going to work. Again, I can press my coverage, not press my coverage. It doesn't really matter. But again, the whole key is make sure you don't have a mid-read on the field. So I'm going to go ahead, pinch my defense. I'm going to blitz my user that's in the mid-read. And you're going to see, once again, this vertical hook zone is going to play the corner streak combo. Another thing I want to make sure you guys are aware of is I don't like to shade my coverage when I'm doing this. Shading up and down, I feel like has a negative impact on this adjustment. So if you're going to utilize the vertical hook to match corners, do not shade your defense. I feel like that makes it less effective that way. So again, you're going to see even in the pressed alignment, we're able to get the matching effect on the corner route, and it's able to break it up each and every time. I hope you guys enjoyed this tip, man. It's very simple, but it's very effective, and it can be utilized to defend the toughest corner route combos in the game. Whether it's the deep corner streak, the short corner streak, this can be used to lock up the tight corner routes that everybody abuses online. So if you enjoyed this tip, make sure to smash that like button, and until next time, it's your boy Duke, and I'm out of here.